Most of the time in scripture, when he says fear not, he then tells someone to do something that's very scary. Like David, fear not, now face a giant. You know, Peter, fear not, now walk on water. I believe that God says, do not fear more than any other phrase, because more than any other factor, fear diverts us from God's directives for our lives. Now, what does fear cost you? Your God-given destiny. And that's the reason he says, do not fear. Somebody said there are 365 times the Bible says, fear not. That's one for each day of the year. Now, how many times do you think God has to tell us something before we ought to listen to it? The most common command in all of the scripture is just 2 words, fear not. He's saying, don't be afraid, be strong and courageous. You can trust me. That's what God says over and over again. Why, out of all the commandments and all of the instructions human beings need in life, fear not is number 1, because God often calls people to step into an adventure, some step they don't want to take. He calls people to acts of extraordinary obedience, to risky faith. And generally, it all comes down to this. Will they go with their fear or will they go with their faith?